Voting inside Egypt began on Wednesday in the partial rerun of the House of Representatives' first phase voting elections. Voters in 30 constituencies in 10 governorates where votes were annulled by a Supreme Administrative Court ruling in late November are choosing 58 seats, while polling stations open at 9 a.m. and are due to close at 9 p.m. Cairo local time. To shed more light on the issue, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Mr. Ibrahim Teheewi, the media consultant at the National Institution for Human Rights. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Teheewi.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you. It's a great time. We're going to get.
Sir, how significant is this rerun in terms of the overall parliamentary map, and what makes these constituencies actually particularly sensitive?
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to appreciate the great efforts of the National Election Authority, in fact, in these elections. And here it indicates the importance of the electoral participation lies in the voters' sense of the impact of their vote, in fact, okay, on the electoral process. At the same time, the stronger, I say all the time, the stronger the impact of the voter's voice, the more it confirms that the democratic process is proceeding correctly in the country holding the elections, whether in the parliamentary sector or here. I'd like to indicate the importance of this democratic process, and I'd like to send an important message to also the Ministry of Education, because here we have to teach the new generation how elections must process and must proceed, how to teach the younger generation how to vote, how to use their right to choose the right person who will present him, okay, in the parliament. In the same time, I'd like to indicate the importance of freedom. You are free, you are responsible. The importance of responsibility is very, very important, because most of the people in some sites spread some rumors, and this is not required in this era and this time especially.
Yes. So what impact could voter turnout both at home and overseas have on the outcomes in these contested districts?
Yeah. For many ideas, for many point of views, I discussed in the Human Rights Association the views of some parties. We were talking about how the impact of these elections on the citizen, on the all classes of the society. It's very, very important to indicate the importance here of the parties, because the democratic process in the parties, I see in many times I said that should take its process. So we should teach also the new members of the parties how to practice the democratic process as it should be. And here I'd like to indicate also that the importance of the member of the parliament who doesn't only provide a job for my son or my daughter. No, this is a past era. We have to choose a member of the parliament who is capable and able to present me in the member of the parliament, talking about some files, some important files in the field of education, in the field of agriculture, in the field of health, and so on. So it's due time to choose, as it should be, a member of the parliament who will present you actually in the parliament.
So to what extent actually can this rerun influence the political competition, especially in the areas where the race were actually previously quite tight?
Yeah. Here, in fact, in the rerun, we noticed that the importance of the great efforts exerted by the election authority, National Election Authority, because in fact, in the first round, there were some problems, and some videos indicate that some people talking about political money and something like that. Yes. The president himself interfered. In fact, President Sisi, I'd like to appreciate his great efforts, because he interfered in the due time to put the dots on the right track, and to put the elections on the right track. And all the nations, all the citizens in Egypt notice now in the rerun how all the people, lines of women, lines of all the people. We notice also many lines, huge number of youth. In fact, it's a phenomenon when you find the youth. In fact, it represents great impact, because here we see all the citizens participate, knowing or believing that the importance of these elections in the future, God willing.
Yes. So what message here did the Egyptian citizen receive by the rerun of the first phase of the election in 30 constituencies in 10 governorates?
In fact, it's a great message. First message, I talked about the importance of freedom. Okay, you are free, you are responsibility. It's important to express the importance of each citizen's point of view. It's due time to say your point of view in a polite way, in a democratic way. Okay, it's a healthy case to argue, okay, there is some kind of debate, but at the same time, we have to respect each other's point of view. It's due time to respect, to know your rights, and to know your responsibilities, to know your duties. Each citizen in Egypt now has, it's the due time to know all his rights, and at the same time to know all his duties. But at the same time, I'd like to indicate the importance of freedom and responsibility.
Indeed. So what mechanisms actually are being used to handle and document the voter complaints or appeals during this round?
Yeah, in fact, here most of the complaints focus on what? The citizen in Egypt wants what? Wants a member of the parliament who, as I said before, capable of representing him actually under the parliament, talking about his problems, talking about his issues, talking about his problems in in a right way. So we need to choose a member of the parliament who is cultured enough, okay, who is able to talk about many affairs in many sectors, because Egypt 2030 requires members of the parliament. The president himself decided the shape of the member of the parliament of the future. It's not enough to choose, it's important to choose the right person who will represent me as it should be under the parliament.
Sir, how does this rerun actually affect the overall timeline and the preparation for the new parliamentary cycle?
Yeah, in fact, I'd like to say that the National Election Authority exerted great efforts in the past era, and in fact, I'd like to appreciate all the judges and the members of the National Election Authority, because, in fact, I'd like to say they were overloaded with many problems, and the task which is on their shoulders is very important, because now they represent the country, okay? And when we say that this parliament, we will find many members who are able to face the challenges of the future, who face and try to handle many problems. In fact, so as I said, and indicate the point of view of choosing as it should be the suitable member of the parliament who will represent me in the parliament.
Yes. How might actually, sir, the rerun affect the representation in key districts such as in El Giza, Dokki, 1st October, Al Omraniya, and Aswan? Many very important districts are in this rerun.
Yeah, in fact, we noticed as a Human Rights Association, we visualized only, we didn't only observe, we weren't observing only, we weren't monitoring only, but we visualized some people who are interested from early in the morning to be on the first line, okay, to say their point of view, to express their point of view, to vote, to choose as it should be. So we noticed in Aswan, in Dokki, in Omraniya, in fact, many lines, and appeared in front of me now. All the people I can see on the screen now, on your channel, honorable channel, many people who are voting, and okay, it is a very great atmosphere when we practice a democratic process as it should be, in fact.
Yes. Indeed, Mr. Ibrahim Teheewi, the media consultant at the National Institution for Human Rights. Thank you so much, sir, for your precious input. It was a real pleasure. And as the voting inside Egypt began earlier today,